Hi guys, for this science experiment you will need 4 glasses, water, sugar, food coloring, a syringe or a pipette, and let's hope it works. In this glass I have put 4 tablespoons of sugar, in this one 3, in this one 2, and in this one just 1. So what I'm going to attempt to do is layer the amount of water, colored of course, in whatever color you can manage to find in the shops of course. So I'm going to leave the most saturated one clear, and I'm going to put purple coloring in this one, then yellow in this one, and red in this one. Okay, I'm going to stir. This is a nice red. Let's see. Yellow seems to be taking a bit longer to dilute for some reason. Okay, I'll leave it for now. And the blue. I guess something to learn from this would be to stir it straight away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit more supposedly purple, which looks like blue. And try and stir it. If you have liquid food coloring, it might be a bit easier. Starting to look purpley. Okay, and I'm going to see, I might add a bit more yellow, even though I have quite a lot in there. This was the only food coloring I could find in the shop. Okay, now what I'm going to attempt at doing is I'm going to pour. Let me stir it a bit first. Make sure that all the sugar. By the way, you will probably need to give it a really good stir so that the sugar dilutes as much as possible. A good 100 times at least. Okay, I'm pouring it there. Now, what I'm going to try is I'll take the 3 spoonfuls of sugar glass, and with the pipette I will try to pour this gently into the glass. See what happens. It will require patience, since I'm not that patient. I'm going to do this. In the hope it'll work. Let's see. And it hasn't. Let's try it with the red. This time I'll try to be patient. As you can see, it seems that the pipette is helping. So you will need to be extremely patient and do it the correct way. Otherwise, your layers of color will not work. As you can see, the red is sitting on top of the bluish purple color. So if you carried out this experiment really patiently, you will, and if you had more colors, you will actually have a multi-layered glass of magic. I will not add the yellow because if I did, the yellow has 2 tablespoons of sugar, whereas the red has only 1 tablespoon of sugar. So if I decided to add the yellow now, what will happen is it'll drop underneath the red and they'll probably mix up. We could try it and see whether that happens, because actually the greatest discoveries often would happen while scientists are trying to find out something else, and then they observe that what their expectations might have been are slightly different, or if it doesn't work, something else works, and they find out a phenomenon that's different from what they might have been looking for. Well, as you can see, this definitely works. Amazing colors. I just wish I was more patient. Now, what we could do is we could try and see whether my prediction that the yellow will start falling down because this this glass of water has more sugar in it, so it's slightly denser or heavier. Let's see. Whether it will turn orange in color as opposed to layered. And you can already see how it's kind of traveling further down. Then the red was definitely not sitting on top. Can you see that? Yeah, that color will gradually start changing. You can see the particles of coloring, food coloring, that were unable to be diluted in the water, dropping at the bottom. As they're the heaviest, they're heavier than even the saturated sugar solution. And as you can see, actually, I don't know whether you can see that, but the yellow has definitely traveled further down, and it seems like it's sitting slightly above the blue. Can you see that? So with this experiment, one lesson to learn is be patient. Do it as it should be done. Otherwise, you might end up not having the different color layers. Well, good luck, guys.